Welcome to another edition of As a Crow Flies Hiking. Recently, I was contacted by At Stakes. They make these awesome carbon fiber stakes that are basically 3 grams in weight. You can't even really feel them in your hand, they're so light. They also have the option of getting these night glow ends to them, so you can actually see your stake when you're walking around your tent. The At Stakes, this is the 6-inch that glows in the dark. These things are amazing. Let's take a look at them. When you think about stakes, what you think about is the things that you have seen over the years. In 20 years of backpacking, I think I've started with something like this, these big old plastic things that just are so bulky and all in your pack. Don't use those anymore. I've had these titanium stakes that are the shepherd hooks, and you can see that it's a little bent. I've even had these ones that are double-sided with kind of a ridge in the middle, but they're a little bit heavier. I've had the aluminum shepherd hooks that worked okay, but you can see this one's a little crooked too. And then I've had the old school stakes, probably from a Walmart tent. They don't even have a point on them. They're so old school, and these are super heavy. Let's take a look at the At Stakes. They're carbon fiber stakes, and they sent me 4 different versions of their night vision stakes. So they have a reflective glow in the dark heads on the stakes. They also have this grass grain or Atwood reflective cord that has 100 pounds tensile strength. So you can pull these out of the ground really super easy and reflective at night. So no more walking around your tent and slipping and falling over your tent stakes that are all around your tent. And believe me, I've done that. And if you have, you know the feeling when you're walking around, you can't see your stakes, and the next thing you know, you've knocked half your tent down. Well, with these, they glow in the dark and you can see them as they go. They sent me 2 of the green, the pink, the orange, and the blue. And they have these reflective cords on them. They are made of a carbon fiber. They're 1/4 inches in diameter, and they have these aluminum tips on them. So they should be extremely sturdy. And I got the 6-inch. They told me these were some of their best sellers, is the 6-inch, but they also have a 3-inch stake that is for harder ground, so you don't have to go that far with the stakes into the ground. Then the 6-inch are more for the loose ground that you can have a little bit more depth with your stake. So when you look at these stakes, they are around 3 grams. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, when I put them on my scale at home, they didn't even show up because I have kind of an inexpensive scale, so they didn't even show up. At 3 grams, there's nothing to them. When we talk about ultralight backpacking, this is where you go if you want ultralight. At 3 grams, I think maybe another 1/2 gram or maybe 4 grams for the 6-inch stakes, and then maybe 4.5 grams for the 8-inch stakes. I'll put them down at the bottom of the screen. They have different kinds. The 3-inch stakes, again, the 6-inch and the 8-inch, and you can get them with or without the night vision, as they call them, or the reflective glow in the dark option. So you can get them just completely in one color without the glow in the dark, and that means that they're just going to be one color, again, with the aluminum tips, with the carbon fiber, with the 1/4 inch shaft. They essentially look like an arrow shaft, and in the carbon fiber realm, they are super light. But you can get them with and without this reflective cord on the top. I really like the option of a reflective cord because I can't tell you how many times I've reached down for the stake and can't pull it out. But with the cord, you can grab a hold like that and get your stakes out pretty simply. Now, At Stakes is a local cottage gear company, and that is what I have loved about this backpacking community. I can't tell you how many of the cottage gear companies that I love to support because I love to see the passion of people who go out and they backpack, and then they have an idea and they turn it into a business. And so Mike and Shelby started this business, they said, in their living room. So they were making these shafts for these tent stakes. Now they're selling them on garage grown gear. I think you've probably seen My Life Outdoors and other people who have highlighted them or spotlighted them in some of their videos. But look at these amazing colors for these amazing tent stakes. They essentially feel like a little pencil in your hand and not going to bend. You can see I'm putting all my weight on them with my hand. Of course, I'm an old guy, so I don't have a lot of hand strength anymore, but they're not gonna bend, and they are super light. I think they run about $6, $7, $8, or $9, depending on the size and the option that you get. And even the smaller ones, I think, are $4 for the 3-inch stakes. They even have one called the Understaker, and it's in complete black, so it's a blackout stake, and it doesn't have all the options, but it's really cool looking stake. So check them out at Stakes, a great cottage gear company that's gonna give you a great option for an ultralight stake, carbon fiber, 1/4 inch in diameter, aluminum tips, reflective cord, gross grain cord that's reflective on top, and even you can get the option, which I really loved, of the night vision or glow in the dark stakes to take care of all the times that myself has fallen over the tent because I stepped on a stake when I got out to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. All right, guys, I will see you on the next adventure of As the Crow Flies Hiking. Thank you so much for watching this gear review of the company At Stakes. Check them out on their website. It is atstakes.net. I think that's it. I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen, and check out their options for their stakes and get you a set of stakes for your tent for your next adventure.